Hello Capricorns, it's Crystal Raven. I am coming to you with your August reading. I have been really trying to focus in on you guys' energy, and like the only thing I really saw was like darkness, and I want to talk to you guys for just a second. Capricorns, my Venus is in Capricorn, so I do understand the logistics of life and being more logical. And right now Spirit is asking a lot of us to change and have hope and walk in faith and not know what's coming, and that's extremely hard for a lot of fixed grounded energy like Capricorns. Excuse me. And it kind of feels like, well, why do all this work if it's not going to get me anywhere? Now I'm like back at the stage one, and that's almost the feeling I'm getting. It's like I'm being asked to do all this stuff. I'm seeing the signs, I'm doing all this stuff, but nobody asked me if I wanted to change. Nobody asked me if I wanted to do these things, and that's kind of the energy I'm getting right now off of Capricorn. But we are going to get into your reading and we're going to see what's going on. For my newbies, please understand we're doing energy back and forth. It could be male or female. It's just the energy they're holding right now. It does not necessarily mean that they are a man in real life or a female in real life. It's just the energy they're using. Also, remember that this is energy. This can come in any form. A tower can even come as an enlightenment moment. Okay, it's not always something that's detrimental, okay? But it is something that changes your perspective and changes your life, okay? And so let's just get into it. Spirits that guide me, angels that protect me, goddesses and my God, please be with me right now as I help Capricorn with some comfort. Help me give them your message, as this is all the unknown. You're asking us to have so much faith in you, God, and sometimes it's hard. It's extremely hard. Please help us understand what's going on, what your plan is. We need help through this. This is not an easy thing you're asking us to do, and walk by faith and just blindly go in wherever you want us to go. It's not easy, and it's against the grain, and you know that. So please give us messages that are going to make this easier and some comfort. You know how I see things, how I pick up on things. Please help me see the things I need to see. Thank you so much for the things that you give us and the things that you take away and the lessons that you make sure we learn so that we can help others. Thank you. All right. So this is the next World Tarot, and this is going to be an overall for the month, okay? Your overall energy for the month is the Ten of Wands, completion, Saturn and Sagittarius. So the Ten of Wands is indicative of just letting stuff go, being done, dropping all of the burden, saying, you know what, I don't have to carry all of this stuff, right? I don't have to. And just being done with the burden and being a little bit more free with your thinking, understanding that there are certain things that really do need to go out of your life. It doesn't mean that it is easy. It doesn't mean that you don't want to cuss someone out. It doesn't mean that you don't want to, go into more of those dark energies of being like, you know what, screw it, right? But it is a completion of a cycle, and you're in a mode where you just kind of don't know where to go next. 444 on the clock when I said that. So let's get into the tarot, guys, and let's see what the tarot has to say. For my Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, if you do not know your personal birth chart, please go online and just Google free birth chart. You can put all your stuff in there, and it will tell you, okay? Give me some messages for my Capricorns for August, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you, Spirit. All right, Cappies, let's get into it. Messages for Capricorn, please, for the month of August. Messages for Capricorn for the month of August, please. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for Capricorn. One more time, guys. Messages for Capricorn. For the month of August. Okay. Now you guys are talking to me. Okay. Let's see what we got. We got a couple that fell on the ground, so give me just a second. So, what we see is the Page of Pentacles and Death. Okay, so what this is telling me, the completion that's been going on, there's been a death, there's been a cycle of cutting things off that don't serve you, things that you don't want in your life anymore, or you don't feel is necessary in your life. The only problem is that this is how you're feeling. You're feeling like a Page of Pentacles, like a brand new start, but you don't really know how to build the foundation, right? You've got this foundation on a rock. It's like, okay, well, where do I go now? You've got your pentacle. You've completed a cycle. You know that you want to do something else, but what, right? But what? And that's what I'm getting. It's like, okay, I completed the cycle. I cut crap out of my life, and now I got to complete some stuff. What? Three of Swords. There's been heartbreak. King of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. 10 of Wands. Double confirmation. And 5 of Wands. Okay. Okay, so some of you are feeling like you've completed a cycle and you're trying to rebuild with your Page of Pentacles here, but you feel like there's been a conflict or heartbreak, you're kind of looking at them as sitting in a better spot than you are, which is not true. That's all a reality, and it's because of the pain. It's because of you know, completing cycles and starting new things is uncomfortable. We don't want to do that. But you've learned, listen, you've learned from this pain, this heartache. And because you've learned from this heartache and you've allowed that cycle to end, instead of a Page, you're going to go right back into the King. Okay, guys? Yes, you may be looking at somebody that, you know, looks like they've got it all together, and you're sitting here with your one pentacle with no foundation, being like, okay, what do I do with this? You take that heartbreak and you take that pain and you take that crap, right? And you go back and you claim your power and you become confident again. Okay, I feel like there's a lot of insecurities right now with my Capricorns. There's this 9 of Pentacles, which is like right before you master things and become an emperor or an empress, right? You've built you kind of built your walls around you. You kind of, in a sense, have the things that you want, but you're lonely. You know, you want more friends. You know, you went through a stage of being intimidated by going towards that next step, right? Okay, the courage, you know, you've been like building up this courage to try to go forth into what Spirit's asking you to do, and you do it. You drop off all those wands, you're done. you're done fighting. You're done just arguing. You're done, you know, trying to figure out who's gonna win. You're just done with that noise. Okay, let me get just a little bit more from my this is the Spellcaster's Tarot. Let me get just a little bit more, please, and then I will clarify with the Gilded Tarot. A little bit more messages for Capricorn, please. Alright, so we got the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is, you know, somebody who starts speaking their mind, starts using their heartache to do something with it. This can also be somebody who's immature, who isn't telling you the truth. I feel like, I feel like some of my Capricorns, they feel like the Page of Pentacles, and they're going to meet a Page of Swords. And both of you have completed a cycle, right? And you're both in this beginning stage of trying to get forward. And it's been a fight. It's been hard for both of you. You're feeling unsure kind of in your foundation and what you're wanting to do. And this person feels unsure about truth and lies and those types of things. So let's get some more clarifiers for this. This is my Gilded Tarot deck. Yeah, there's some like confidence kind of like taking a hit a little bit. And this can even be you as the Page of Swords. You don't have to necessarily be meeting anybody. This could be you just being like, you know what, I'm gonna speak my truth, and I'm gonna be happy about it, and screw whoever doesn't like it, right? What's this Death card? Clarify the Death card. 4 Pentacles. Yeah, your foundation, what you've been trying to hold on to, everything that you've worked so hard for, you're having to give it up, or you know, you don't have to, but Spirit's asking you to. Okay. Yeah. And Spirit's asking you to be patient. Be patient, because Spirit has something better for you to come. Just Page of Pentacles, please. Page of Pentacles. Clarify the Page of Pentacles for my Capricorns for the month of August. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, please, for Capricorn for the month of August. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please. Clarify this Page of Pentacles. Spirit. One more time, guys. Okay. Okay, dokie, here we go. Okay, so Spirit is asking you, yes, you had to give up things that you built, you worked so hard to get, and it sucks. But be patient, because walking away from the situation that you were in, the 8 of Cups always goes towards the 10 of Cups, which is pure happiness. Okay, you see that moon back there? This moon that came, and even on the Death card, there's a full moon. The last full moon caused some things to go on where you could really, really, really walk away. The Wheel of Fortune comes next. A cycle has been completed, but you're going towards something much, much better. The Hangman, you're kind of feeling like you don't really know what to do right now. Kind of feeling like, okay, well, I'm like waiting. You're just waiting on news, waiting on a job, waiting to hear from somebody, just waiting. But you're the Magician. You've got everything you need. Maybe there's a shot to the ego, because instead of being the King of Pentacles or the, you know, the Emperor or whatever, you're feeling like you're not enough because you're back at that Page stage because you started a new cycle. No, sweetheart, you're the Magician. You have everything that you need. You don't need to be the King of Pentacles because you're the Magician. Get back up. Let that pain help you grow. Okay? What's this Three of Swords, please? For Capricorn, Three of Swords for August. Three of Swords. Three of Swords for August, please. Okay. For the Three of Swords, you got the Empress and you got the Sun. Okay. So what this is telling me is that this pain, this new beginning, all of these things, it's going to enlighten you on who you really are. You are a creator. You are artistic. You can do things even with possibly even astrology. You're so smart. You're so smart. But you can give birth to anything that you want. Okay? You've got the Magician here as well. Okay? Yeah, there was heartbreak. Yes, there was somebody in your life that, you know, you really cared about. But that heartbreak is going to help you manifest and be more nurturing towards what you're trying to manifest. The Magician is all about logistics, right? Like that's a Capricorn feel, right? And then the Empress is mothering and emotions and feelings and all these things, okay? What do you think Spirit's asking you to do? Balance out your masculine and your feminine. And I think because of this pain and this heartache, it's illuminated your masculine and feminine sides. And because you did that, you are stepping into a new phase. But you have to remember, that new phase, you have your masculine and your feminine. Even though it is a brand new opportunity or brand new, it's almost like the confidence level feels so low. Like, you know, well, I don't have this or I don't have that. No, sweetheart, you're the Magician. You have it all. You are smart enough to figure this out. I know you're being asked to do things that you have no clue why you're being asked, right? It's like I have to walk into the dark and just don't know where I'm really going or what I'm really doing. But the good thing is that you got your feminine energy and it's in high gear. And this is for males or, you know, females here in 3D. But you're balanced out that masculine and feminine. And that heartbreak is what illuminated your feminine to come out. Okay? Your feminine side to come out. To start feeling more. Which sucks. I mean, I understand that. We don't always want to feel this stuff. But it needed to happen. King of Pentacles, please. King of Pentacles, you got the Death card and you got the King of Swords. Okay. So. There could have been an air sign in your life that you needed to get out, that needed to be done, because you understand that you want to be on your throne again. You need to get your stuff together. You know, maybe there were lies, maybe you weren't completely honest, or maybe the person with you was not completely honest, and so you had to say goodbye to that because you got your eye on this, on getting back on your throne, having your stuff together, being on point. And maybe there was somebody that was in your life that was an air sign that did nothing but lie and tell you things that you know, whispered things in your ear, or, you know, just kind of snaky, and you're dying to that relationship because there's just been too many lies. There's just been too many lies. You could also be dealing with another Capricorn or another Earth sign, and you've closed that chapter and you're going towards an air sign, because we also have the Page of Swords down here. Yep, okay, Spirit's telling me that. Okay, so there is an earth sign and an air sign. It could be any earth sign, any air sign. There's been a complete death, like a complete cycle. And this is so amazing. Okay, Spirit's so good. So where there was this king and king, if you guys look at this on my board, you have a king and a king. a King of Pentacles and a King of Swords, right? And a cycle that completed. You have the Page of Pentacles, which is an earth sign, and the Page of Swords, which is an air sign. So whoever you may be dealing with, they just went through their new cycle too. And they're right at a page as well. Okay? There's foundations that have been broken. There have been trust that has been broken. This is all now over, and it's a new cycle. 9 of Pentacles, please. 9 of Pentacles was clarified by 9 of Pentacles, double confirmation. You know, you're standing in your power. Like, you have the things that you need. You're transforming. You're doing the things that you should be doing. Even though you may not feel like you are. You are. And there may be a marriage, a relationship that has crumbled because now we got the Tower. Okay? You could definitely also have 2 people who are in this mode, right? Both nine of Pentacles, both looking pretty good where they're sitting, but they're lonely. It's like, yeah, I'm happy, but I'm alone, okay? And there is this Tower that comes in that helps kind of separate this because it wasn't working. Or a Tower that comes in and brings your divine counterpart to you, okay? But whoever this is, you're both at an equal level. You're equal. Like, it's not it's equal. That's all I can say. Both of you have the same kind of mindset. You both, you know, starting over. You're both almost to that point where you can be an emperor and empress. But there was a Tower that happened, and you either grew from this in your relationship, or it made the relationship end. And with it followed by the 10 of Wands, which is right up here, the same thing, it ended. For a lot of people, it ended. What's this 10 of Wands, please? For Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, for the month of August, this 10 of Wands. Yeah. 10 of Wands, please. 10 of Wands for Capricorn. Okay. So, yeah. You had to make a blind decision. This is where the darkness came from. Look, she can't see. And if you look, the swords are actually downward, and they're crossing over a full moon. There was a decision that had to be made. So you could be authentic to who you are. They could be authentic to who they are. I feel like I really feel like this is a relationship where 2 people were really doing their thing, really trying hard to keep things together, trying to keep things working. But the Tower, it made it almost as if, like, you understand that you're both at the same level. 20 through 23 when I said that. But it needed to change. Like, you love each other, but you just have to go your separate ways and be there and support each other as best as you can, because you're both equals in this, and you're learning lessons together, and you both understand how you want to be authentic. 10 of Wands is like laying down all the burdens, everybody's thoughts, everybody's opinions of you, right? And making a blind decision to go into being just your authentic self and not caring. And after that is the 5 of Wands. It's like you're worried about what this is going to cause with the family and how people are going to react and all of that. But you're making a decision to not care. Like, this is my life. I shall do it the way I want. And that's just the way that it is. It's beautiful, actually. It's a beautiful, beautiful feeling, because both of you in the situation are bright and authentic. It's just you're moving towards something better, and I understand that sometimes we don't know where that better is. But God's promising you that you got better coming. What's this 5 of Wands? 5 of Wands, please. Five of Wands, please. Thank you. 5 of Wands, okay. So, alright. Okay, so we've got the Four of Swords being in a relaxed state, like resting, but he has his armor on. He's right by a brick wall. Nothing can touch him, nothing can hurt him, and if he has to, he can just reach down real quick and grab that sword. It's in a resting period, a contemplation period, figuring out what to do next, right? The Hermit, going in, figuring out your good, you know, your masculine and feminine, your good, your bad, you know, finding that light, finding that passion after realizing some things about ourselves we don't like, right? And this is some internal conflict. What do you want to, what's your passion? What would you like to offer as a passion to somebody else? Because we got the Page of Wands. So now we have the Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and Page of Wands. We have brand new offers, brand new things coming in, and or you deciding to offer something. It could be a job, it could be love, it could be anything, but something's coming in to offer you something that's going to help you get that passion back in your life. But right now you're just in this I don't know stage, and that's okay too, because God works with us when we get in those quiet times, right? Like, we don't want to see certain things about ourselves because that's ugly and it hurts. You know, I had to realize some bad things about myself here recently. I had my own personal tower and my own inner conflict, and I cried for hours and then slept all the next day. It's hard to see ourselves in a certain way when we didn't believe that that was how we were, and maybe either you or the person you're dealing with had to go through that, and they had to understand that they had to really look at themselves before they could go move forward with any passion and move forward with any truth. Let's see what this Page of Swords says. This is Page of Swords for Capricorn for August, please. Page of Swords. Thought I had a flipper. I thought it flipped. It didn't. There we go. Page of Swords, please. We got one card. Yeah. Five of Pentacles. Moving out, changing residency, leaving a situation that doesn't serve you. That's where you've got two death cards here. Okay, you've got a message coming in, maybe possibly, of somebody that left a home situation, and they're going to try to come talk to you, and you're just like, I'm not interested at the moment. It's like these new cycles are like, it just wore everybody down. It like weighed them down. So like any offers coming, it's almost like, don't at the moment, please. I'm not in the right headspace, right? That's kind of the feeling I'm getting. I'm not in the right headspace. I need to get myself back up, right? I need to get myself back up. I need to deal with the losses that I've had in my life. I need to understand that I'm at a brand new beginning. I need to build a brand new foundation. I need to build a brand new how I speak with people, how they're going to see me. And I need to find a passion that I really, really, really want to go towards. And that's an inner conflict with a lot of Capricorns right now, is an inner conflict of what is that passion. And you're going inward and you're finding your light. You're finding right there, that little lamp. Even though you're in the dark, and that's why I kept saying the dark, the dark, the dark. The Hermit holds a lamp with the light of God to show you the way, to show you your passion. And you will find it in your quiet times. You will find it when you leave the situation. You will find it when you are in your hermit stage, resting stage. I understand that it's like, I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. You know, I get all that. Bottom of the deck is the Lovers. And the Ace of Swords. So the truth had to come in. Some things had to be talked about. Maybe some things that really hurt. Like I said, you know, I've got Capricorn as my Venus, which is, of course, relationships. There was some truth that God gave me, and let me tell you something. It was healing truth. And it was a truth about how I deal with love. And guess what? I don't like it, and it hurt me because I've never thought I'd be that way, but I was, and I will never do it again. You don't know until you know, and when you know, then you can do better. The completion was some real truth that came out, and maybe this completion is coming because you got to be open to this message coming in about a divine counterpart. That could be it too. But there's been so many readings about divine counterparts, and this is your person, and this is not what I'm getting with this reading. I think maybe in the future, maybe, right? Because I think that's why we're all being asked to do this, to be illuminated in this kind of way, is so that we can work with spirit. We can be light workers, right? And we can go out with truth. And if we meet our divine partner, that vibration raises, right? But that is not the feeling I'm getting with this. This tower came in because there were two people at the same level, and they both needed to level up, and they both needed to understand their masculine and feminines, their good, their bad, so that they could go out and do what they need to do and be who they need to be for spirit. It's a rough time to deal with having to leave certain things and completions happening. But it's for the better. It's so you could be your authentic self. You leaving situations is going to help you start speaking your mind. You're going to become somebody that just absolutely, it does not matter. You're going to speak your mind. You're going to tell it like it is, because you felt this pain, right? You felt the death of trying to hold on to everything that you had. So now that everything that you built, Capricorn, everything that you thought you had is all, up in the air and crazy, and you're having to change jobs or change, residence, or change your, relationship, or whatever the case may be. It is all for you to be, it's like a reset, right? What's your new foundation going to be? You got to figure that out. What is your new truth going to be? How are you going to talk to people? How are you going to present yourself to the world? A brand new you needs to emerge. You are the magician. You have everything you need. You don't need anything else. You can come up with these Spirit help me, solutions. Okay, you can come up with these solutions because you're so smart and you know how to get things done. But you're going to have to speak your truth. And you know what? There's going to be a lot of people that are going to be like, I don't think I know you. I don't know you. Who is this person? And that's because you're a brand new person. And then when you do that and you deal with your inner conflict, you deal with all this inner conflict you have inside of yourself, and you go into a resting period after this tower, and you deal with you will be ready to move forward with a new passion and go into a new direction with confidence. Wands are confidence, guys. Okay? Listen, the Page of Pentacles is kind of an unsure energy. The Page of Swords is like kind of like a BS personality in a sense. Like, it's fresh, it's new, it talks a lot, and sometimes you don't understand. Sometimes words come out your mouth and you're like, wait, that's not exactly how that happened. Now it's like you have to be that person that says, okay, wait a minute, I'm exaggerating a little bit, that's not exactly how it happened, so this is how it happened. It's teaching you how to talk your truth, teaching you how to build good foundations, not foundations on quicksand, but foundations on solid foundations. And it's helping you deal with yourself so that you can find your passion, and you ain't going to give two craps what anybody else thinks about what your passion is, because the only one that matters is if you feel good at the end of the day. If you look at yourself in the mirror and you are okay with yourself, that is all that matters. Don't worry about what anybody else says. Don't worry about what anybody else thinks. It don't matter. What matters is what you think, how you feel, how you want to present yourself for spirit. And it doesn't have to be on a big scale. It could just be that you worked on your stuff. That way when you get into another relationship, you're not going to do that crap, right? It's all for lessons. But there's been big completions here. And I believe those completions are getting you towards your divine counterpart. I also believe that the endings and the towers that have happened are possibly even showing you that person is your divine counterpart for some. I believe that this tower has definitely caused some marriages, some issues. Either you're breaking up or you both going in a similar way and you want to help each other. But you're both going in this blindly because you both want to be authentic to who you are. It's not even feels like a bad breakup or bad situation. It almost just feels like, you know what, I have respect for you, you have respect for me, and we're just going to go our separate ways. And that's exactly what I'm getting from it. I wish I had better news. Real quick, what I'll do is I'll get you some angels to kind of help you through this, okay? I'm using the Angels, God, and Goddesses Oracle. Spirit, give us some encouragement on what's going on, some comfort on what's going on. Any more? Okay. We got Goddess of the Sacred Power. You are being encouraged to take a leading role in your current situation. Yeah. Speaking your truth. Talking about the things you don't want to talk about. Dealing with the parts of yourself you don't want to deal with. Goddess of the Sacred Path. Let go of logic, Capricorn, and trust your intuition. You may not know where you're going. You may not know where this is leading, but trust God. And Goddess of Earth, an idea connecting to imagination, creativity, and nature is coming your way. Okay, what did I tell you guys? You're so creative. You're so smart. You had to go through this death, this transition period, so that you can get back in touch with Mother Earth, with nature, and create. That's why your feminine side had to get illuminated through this heartache. Because that's how you create, right? The feminine energy is the creative energy. The masculine is the logic energy. Your feminine energy had to get shot up so that you could really look at this and realize how you can create out of the pain. I love you guys. I hope this resonated with you. Please comment, like, and share. I would love to hear how this is resonating with you. And I love all of you. Of course, I'll be doing probably readings for the new moon coming up soon. And I just appreciate all of you guys' support. And thank you so much for being here with me in the exchange of energy. It really helps me do your readings. And just keep your head up, Capricorn. You've got really great love coming, and I know a lot of we don't even give a damn, right? But it is eventually when you can reclaim your power, and you will. All right, guys, have a wonderful August, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.